Hello guys, good morning everyone. Welcome to this session and welcome to the India's most comprehensive preparation platform, that is the BYJU'S Exam Prep, and this is Rakesh Talreja welcoming you to the Sunday Special, yes, the weekend special NIELIT session. As you know, NIELIT has announced huge vacancies, okay, especially for computer science and electronics. It's 598 vacancies for the post of scientist B and the scientific technical assistant, that is the STA. A huge opportunity after the GATE examination. Exam date is not exactly released, but we are expecting somewhere in the month of June, and that is why, weekdays you're going through technical classes. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday you're having the technical classes on this channel, and weekend like Sunday you're having aptitude. Because guys, I hope you're all aware that if I talk with respect to NIELIT, it this general aptitude comprises of 35%. Yes, that's a big weightage. Okay, 35% of the questions belong only to the general aptitude, isn't it, guys? All right, guys. Now you'll have to go through interview as well for the scientist B Divyam. Okay. But don't worry, once the written part is over, once you go through the written examination, we'll be guiding you for interview process as well. So now let us get moving ahead. Let us get started with this session. And in this sessions already we have had I think 3 or 4 sessions we have already had for the last 3 to 4 weekends. And this weekend we are going to come to another important topic of general aptitude. This topic, time and work, is generally an important topic of aptitude, be it NIELIT exam or even GATE or ESE examinations or any other technical based examination. So let us get moving ahead, and this is the introduction part that you are already aware about. Yes guys, very important if you are a GATE aspirant and especially targeting GATE 2024, right? Today, okay, that is 9th April, today at 12:30 p.m. today at 12:30 p.m. your favorite, very experienced Abhinav Sir from IIT Delhi, he is going to take up a free mega workshop that is on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, and he's going to speak about 7 proven tips. Yes, it works. No. Okay. He is going to talk about the 7 proven tips and techniques to ace GATE 2024. Join live today at 12:30 p.m. Register free on the app. All right. So guys, let us get started with the concept of efficiency, because there are two concepts. Okay, we'll be targeting, yes, definitely what is the question level relevant to the GATE, what level of questions you need to practice. So it's going to be, yes, definitely practice oriented session. But before we have a look into that, I'll tell you that, yeah, there are two things important to conquer the variety of questions of this examination, that is the efficiency and the concept of product constancy. Usually we talk in the terms of men into days or men into days into hours. We'll go to that, but first let us understand efficiency. Okay, what efficiency simply means. Okay, suppose there is a person, and then I'll directly take up a question. Not getting just a moment. Okay, suppose there is a person and he's able to complete a work. Okay, he is able to what? He is able to complete a work, complete any given work in, let us say, total 4 days. Okay, so if I ask you what will be the A's 1 day work, how much work will he perform in 1 day? How much work will he perform in 1 day? Okay, total work is done in 4 days, so how much of the work is done in 1 day? Of course it is 1/4 of the total work. Of course it is 1/4 of the total work. Now what is work? Work can be anything: build a bridge, painting a building, any sort of work. Okay, write down a book, anything. Okay, so since it is a general idea of talking about any work, for simplicity, because here we are, here we are to do the calculations of work and time. For simplicity, we just assume that the work is 1 unit. We just assume that the total work, whatever the work is, whatever the nature of the work is, the total work is 1 unit, and that is why we take it as 1/4 of 1. And that is why how much is the work done in 1 day? It is simply 1/4. Okay, it is simply 1/4, which is also equivalent to, if you multiply by 100 in percentage, it is equal to 25%. Yes, every day 25%, 25%, 25%, 25% makes the whole work done in 4 days. Okay, okay. This particular 1 day's work will be known as will be known as A's efficiency, right? This is going to be known as A's efficiency. This is going to be known as the A's efficiency. Okay, so here in general, what do I mean by efficiency? Is it only with respect to one day work? No, it depends. Okay, efficiency will be simply taken as work done by anybody in one unit of time. Okay, it is not necessary that every time the unit of time will be days. Sometimes it can be minutes. Okay, I do a work in 4 minutes. So how much is the work done in 1 minute? That is 1/4. Okay, I do a work in 4 years. I can do a work in 4 months. The unit of time can be anything, right? The unit of time can be anything. So let us refer the efficiency is work done in 1 unit time. Now, how is this efficiency going to help you? How is this efficiency going to help you? Let's take a simple example. Alexander can do a job in 15 days. Bob can do the same job in 10 days. In how many days can they complete the job working together? In how many days they can complete the job working together? Now, what is the idea behind this? See, what is the idea behind solving this question? If I tell you the direct answer first of all, okay, then I will tell you the logic behind this. So what is the direct answer, guys? Two bodies working together. It is one of the simplest but yet expected case. It is one of the simplest but yet expected case. Okay. Okay, Divyam, I'll definitely, you can definitely speak to me in Telegram, or you can just message me personally. We can have a time fixed for any discussion as well required, Divyam. Thank you. Okay, so what is that link? Direct 15 into 10 is divided by 15 plus 10. But what is the logic of this? I will explain you. Don't worry. Okay, so this is 150 is divided by 25 and they will be taking 6 days. What I'm telling you that this is one of the direct but yet expected case. So I have a direct note for this. 15 into 10 is divided by 15 plus 10. But how is that? How is that? Answer is in few seconds. It is 6 days. But how is that? The idea is, understand, Alexander. The first person is Alexander, correct? Right. The first person is Alexander here, correct? Alexander is able to do the work in 15 days. Right. Alexander is able to do the work in 15 days. So dear, what is the efficiency of Alexander? Okay, let us say Alexander as A. So what is the efficiency? As I'm telling you, total work in 15 days. So how much work in one day? Efficiency means work done in 1 unit time, work done in 1 day. So that is 1 by 15. Similarly, there is another person, Bob, who is able to complete the same work in 10 days. So what is going to be its efficiency? That is 1 by 10. Now the idea is they work together. Question में क्या बोला है? Working. What is the question telling you? Working together. The question is telling you working together. Okay, so together, I mean what is their combined or known as total or also sometimes known as net efficiency. Efficiency means work done in 1 day. So what is the combined work in 1 day? Both are working together. Na? So it is 1 by 15 plus 1 by 10. Both will be added. Okay, A will do 1 by 15th of the work, B will do 1 by 10th of the work. Okay, so total work is, if I take the LCM, this is going to be 30. This becomes 2 and this is going to be 3, and that is 5 by 30 or equivalent to 1 by 6. Okay, so dear, what is the time taken? So dear, what is the time taken? So as we have been clearly relating, efficiency is 1 upon time taken. Okay, total time is 15, so efficiency 1 by 15. So now their combined efficiency is 1 by 6. So what is the time taken if they work combined, if they work together? That is reciprocal of the efficiency. Take the reciprocal, it becomes the 6 days. Okay, take the reciprocal, it becomes the 6 days. Good morning, everyone. That is what, guys. I've given that direct answer. Okay. So especially guys, if the question is only with respect to two persons working together, you have the simple formula. You can note down that as x into y upon x plus y. Same logic I have explained you. Its detail is given. Okay, A can do a work in x days, B can do a work in y days, and how many days they can complete the work. So A's efficiency, A's 1 day work is 1 by x, B's 1 day work is 1 by y. They work together. So in 1 day, what is their combined work? That is equal to 1 upon x plus 1 upon y. That is obtained as x plus y upon xy. Okay, the time taken is reciprocal of efficiency, reciprocal of 1 day's work. So take the reciprocal, you get xy upon x plus y. Right? Hope that is clear to you. Okay, hope that is clear to you. So either by details or by solving it. Okay. Next question. Ali is thrice as good as workman as Birju is. and is therefore able to finish a job in 60 days less than Birju. If both Ali and Birju work together, they can do it in how much time? They can do it in how much time? Think about this, guys, and get the answer for this one quickly. Okay. Ali is thrice as good as workmen. That means what they are trying to tell you is good workmen. Matlab Ali's efficiency should be 3 times Birju's efficiency. Then only he is a good workman, na? Then only he is a good workman. Can I say like that? Ali is thrice as good. Good means what? Good in terms of efficiency. Matlab it will take 1/3 of the time. It will take 1/3 of the time, and is able to finish a job in 60 days less than Birju. Okay, 60 days less than Birju. So if I say, okay, yeah, ऐसा ले लेते हैं. If I say Ali takes X days, right? How much should be Birju taking? Birju should be taking 3x days. Okay, because Ali is 3 times efficient, so Ali's time should be 1/3. So if Ali is at X, Birju should be at 3x. Okay, any doubt you can ask me. But also they are given that Ali is able to finish a job in 60 days less than Birju. Okay, so it is also given that 3x minus x is equal to 60. Okay, so 2x is 60 and hence x is equal to 30. Okay, now when they work together, what is the time taken? When they work together, time is given by the formula xy upon x plus y. So it is going to be x into 3x divided by x plus 3x. That is what you have to simplify. So 3 into x, x ka value hai 30 divided by, one of the x will get cancelled, divided by 4x, so only divide by 4. So 120 by 4, 90 by 4, I'm sorry. So that is going to be 22.5 days. Right, 22.5 days. Option is B. Got this? So little twisted language, little, that is very little. Ali is thrice as good as workman. Good workman means good efficiency. Of course, now one, if you take less time to complete a work, means your efficiency is better and means you are a good workman. You are able to do a work in less time as compared to another person. Then only you are good. And taking less time means being more efficient, because efficiency is inversely proportional to time taken. Right, sir? So this is a decent language question. Moving ahead to the next. Now I take the case of 3 persons, dear. Now I am taking the case of 3 persons. Okay. Yes, Nishu, Sayal, Malik, very correct answer. Correct. A can lay railway track between 2 given stations in 16 days. B can do the same job in 12 days. But with the help of C, third person coming into picture, they did the job in 4 days only. Then C can alone do the job in how many days? Guys, I want you to solve it in one single line. Okay, I don't want you to describe it every time, because at the end it's an objective paper. Okay, so A can lay railway track between 2 stations in 16 days. B can do in 12 days, and with the help of C, they did in 4 days. C alone can do the job in suppose n days. Let us say it is n days. Okay. But with the help of C, they did the job in 4 days. So guys, only one thing you want to write down. What is their net efficiency? Can you write down? The combined time taken by them is only 4 days. So what should be their combined efficiency? 1 by 4. Combined efficiency 1 by 4. Now how do you calculate this net efficiency? Adding all. A's efficiency 1 by 60, because time is 16 days. B's efficiency is 1 by 12. Similarly, C's efficiency is 1 by n, and that should be equated to 1 by 4. Finish. That is simply finish, and you have to get the value of n from here. That's it. Okay, you have to get the value of n from here. So 1 by n is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16 minus 1 by 12. LCM would be equal to 48. This part will be 12, and 3 times and 4 times. 7, 12 minus 7, 5 by 48. Okay, so 1 upon n is 5 by 48. So n is equal to 48 is divided by 5, which is cancelled as 3, which is cancelled as 9, and 3 will be the remainder. 9, 3 by 5, option number C. Okay, this mixed fraction 9 and 3 by 5 days. Right? Okay, Sayal, Nishu, Siddharth, Shrisha, correct answer. So yes, okay, so what should be the effort at your level? Your effort at this level should be only one equation and just a small calculation. You don't have to describe, so A's efficiency is this much, B's efficiency. No, that is for the first and second time maximum. The rest you have to solve it quickly. Next question. A tank can be filled by one tap in 10 minutes and another in 30 minutes. Both the taps are kept open for 5 minutes and the first one is shut off. In how many minutes more is the tank completely filled? See guys, usually the question that comes with tank involves emptying the tank also, involves a hole, okay, involves a leakage, but this is not on that. That is negative work. I will come to that also. But here a tank can be filled by one tap in 10 minutes and another in 30 minutes. So in both the places I'm talking about filling the tank. Both the places I'm talking about, sir, fill the tank, right? The places I'm talking about, right? Correct. So both are positive work only. Now both the taps are kept open for 5 minutes and the first one is shut off. In how many minutes more is the tank completely filled? Okay, both are kept open for 5 minutes. So if I talk about the picture of 5 minutes, okay, if I talk about the picture of 5 minutes, dear, understand this idea. How much is the work done in 5 minutes? So for the first 5 minutes, both are open. Okay, what is their efficiency? Efficiency is work done in 1 minute. Here the unit of time is minute. Now the efficiency is work done in 1 minute. So in 1 minute, first tap will fill 1 by 10. Second tap will fill 1 by 30. But this is the work done. This is their combined efficiency. This is the work done in 1 minute. So how much is the total work done by them in the 5 minutes? It is of course going to be multiplied by 5. It is of course going to be multiplied by the 5, right? Okay, so this much is the work done in the 5 minutes. So let us simplify this calculation. This LCM 30, then 3 plus 1 and whole multiplied by 5. Okay, this is 2 by 3rd, I think, correct? 20 by 30. So in the 5 minutes, 2/3 work is done. In the 5 minutes, 2/3 work is done. So dear, how much is the work left? How much is the work left? Total work we have assumed as 1. So 2/3 is done, 1/3 is left. Okay, but after 5 minutes, first one is shut off. After 5 minutes, first one is shut off. Okay, so now who will only fill it? Only the second one. Okay, only the second tap. So if I talk about the story of second tap, it needs 30 minutes. But for 30 minutes, right? For full tank, for full work, right? So for 1/3 of the tank, for 1/3 of the work, it takes how much time? 1/3 of its 30, that is equal to 10 minutes. That is equal to 10 minutes. Question में क्या बोला है? In how many minutes more? Okay, so in 10 minutes more, the tank is completely filled. In 10 minutes more is the tank completely filled. Got this, everyone? First is shut off and only second is open. Okay. Second take 30 minutes to fill the complete tank, but here only 1/3. Here only 1/3 tank is left. What is the work left? 1/3. Clear, everybody? So for 1/3 of 30 minutes is required. That is 10 minutes is the answer. Any confusion, you can straight away ask me. Let us proceed to the next question. Okay. Yes, guys, with respect to this tank or tub being filled or being leaked, there can be the concept of negative work. Okay, in the previous case, both the taps are filling the tank. Matlab, both the taps are doing the work in the same direction. Okay, but look into the next question. There is a tub which can be filled in 20 minutes, but there is also a leakage. There is also a leakage which can empty the full tub in 60 minutes. In how many time can it be filled? In how many time can it be filled? So guys, let us understand another concept here. So dear, one thing that is given to you is filling time, and that is nothing but 20 minutes. Okay, so what is the filling efficiency? What is the filling efficiency? 1 by 20. 1 by 20. Efficiency is 1 upon time taken. Means how much is the, what is the meaning of this? This means how much is the tub filled in 1 unit time, that is in 1 minute. Unit of time is minute here, na? So total 20 minutes is required to fill the tub. Okay, so in 1 minute, 1/20 of the tub is filled. Okay, similarly, if I talk about emptying time. Okay, there is a leakage which can empty the full tub in 60 minutes. Okay, so what is the emptying efficiency? What is the emptying efficiency? 1 by 60. This means what? If the tub was filled, it will take 60 minutes to be drained, to be emptied. Okay, so how much will be emptied in just 1 minute? It is 1 by 60th of the tub. Right. Now here, guys, if you talk about net efficiency, again detail में समझा रहा हूँ. So this should be equal to how much? Net efficiency here will mean the net tub filled within 1 minute. How much is the net tub filled within 1 minute? So how much is the tub actually filled within 1 minute? 1 by 20. But within that same 1 minute, 1/60th of the tub is emptied also. And because it is emptied, it is opposite of filling. So what you do here in net efficiency, you subtract, and that is what is the concept of negative work. Works in opposite direction. One somebody is filling, somebody is leaking it. Okay, that is what is the negative work. Okay, so net efficiency is obtained by subtracting both. LCM over 60, 3 minus 1, that is 2 by 60 or 1 by 30. So if the net efficiency is 1 by 30, so of course you can write down what is the net time taken to fill. Reciprocal of the final efficiency. Take the reciprocal, it is 3, 0, 30. What is the time taken? The 30 minutes is the answer. Right? Correct, Deepak and Siddharth, Nishu. Correct? This is what is the idea of concept of negative work. This is the idea and the concept of negative works. Yes, Ashish, correct answer. Let's have a look into another one. An oil tank can be filled by pipe X in 5 hours and pipe Y in 4 hours. So 2 pipes are filling it, each pump working on its own. When the oil tank is full and the drainage hole is open, okay, suppose drainage hole is open but the tank was full, so it is going to leak the oil. The complete oil is drained in 20 hours. Okay, if initially the tank was empty, someone started the 2 pumps together, matlab someone wanted to fill the tank but also left the drainage hole open. Okay, so 2 pipes are filling it but the drainage hole is leaking also. So now effectively how many hours will it take for the tank to be filled? In one line you should be able to solve this if you have understood all previous questions now. Because what you only need here, dear, is the net efficiency, and that should be pipe X is filling, positive work. Okay, efficiency is 1 upon time, so pipe X time is 5 hours. Pipe Y is also filling, so 1 upon 4. But the drainage hole is responsible for draining, it's for emptying the tank, and that is why its work is to be subtracted. In one minute, 1 by 20th of the drain of the oil will be drained. This is the net efficiency, that's it. Okay, so of course the LCM stands out to be 20. This is 4 and this is 5 minus 1, 8 by 20. So what is the time taken? Reciprocal of the efficiency, 20 by 8, and that is 2.5 hours. What is the time taken is 2.5 hours. That is option number D. Correct? Okay, here's Deepak, Nishu, Siddharth, Ashish, Soumya. Correct answer. Very simple logic. Okay, very simple logic to solve these questions. Also guys, now let us come to the case of product constancy. As I told you, the next case in time and work will be product constancy. 2 cases are important if you are able to handle. Okay, then you are thorough with this. Then you are just thorough with this. Okay. Acha. Very, I just keep telling you that you just focus on the class, you concentrate, because all what we are discussing, the PDF and all, I will share it in the Telegram group anyways, in my Telegram group. Okay, but the PDFs that I share are always password protected, so that whoever is watching the session, maybe now, maybe later, only they have the PDF, they have the password. The password that we'll keep for today is work. Very simple. Time and work ka work. Password for today's PDF will be WORK. Everything in small, okay? Everything in small, work. That is going to be the password for the PDF that is going to be received in Telegram. I will share it today. Now let us come to the concept of product constancy. What is this constancy? Very simply guys, just keep listening and acknowledge me in the mind that till now we have seen questions like 2 men working together, 3 men, 4 men. They're just 2, 3, 4 persons working together. Okay, sometimes in the opposite direction, so we have negative work. But then when there is a more crowd, okay, when the number of persons are more and more, like 20, 30, hundreds, thousands, okay, dealing with such a method, if there are suppose hundreds of persons, taking efficiency one by one, of course you imagine it's going to be very lengthy. Okay, so we come to another type of concept, that is product constancy. But first understand, okay, guys, can I say more the number of men, more will be the work? Now listen to me. It is not always men only. Okay, it is not always men. It is just a standard way of taking men. But work can be done by women also. Okay, work can be done by women. Work can be done by boys as well. Work can be done by girls as well. Work can be done by machines as well. Work can be done by tractors. Work can be done by computers. It can be anything that does work. Commonly we just use the word men. Okay, just to take one reference. Okay. So more the number of people, more will be the work. Achha. Now suppose I fix the number of men. Suppose there are 10 men. Okay. Suppose there are 10 men, but they work for 10 days, and another story they work for 15 days. Same 10 men, in one story they work for 10 days, in another story they work for 15 days. So when will they do more work? When they work for 15 days. If they work for more days, they will do more work. So work is also proportional to the days. Okay, the work is also proportional to days. Next thing, okay, suppose now everything I fix, 10 men, okay, working for suppose 15 days, but in one story they are working for 6 hours daily, and in the next story they are working 9 hours daily. Their working hours per day are different. So when will they do more work? Of course, they work for 9 hours a day. They will do more work as compared to the 6. So work is also proportional to working hours per day, if that is mentioned. If that is not mentioned, we assume it to be same. Okay. Also guys, one more thing. Okay. Sometimes there can be two different teams, as I'm going to explain in the question. Okay. Suppose everything is same, 15 days. Okay. And 6 hours a day is the working time, suppose. But on one side, you have 10 men. Okay. On one side, you have 10 boys. Same number, but men versus boys. Or suppose you have 10 men and 10 computers. Okay. Doing a calculation. So who will do the faster calculation? Computer. Okay. Right. So men versus boys, efficiency will be different. Okay. It could be 10 men and 10 women. Their efficiencies will be different. Their efficiencies will be different. Okay. So the last thing that you need to take care is if suppose there are two types of bodies given, so work will also depend on their efficiency. Okay, more efficient body will do more work. So work is also proportional to efficiency. Clear? That is also one more thing that you have to take into account. So in general, work is proportional to M. We'll call the number of men, women, boys, whatever. We will give a simple name, that is M. Number of men, number of days, number of working hours, and efficiency. Work is in general proportional to MDHE. Okay, now let us remove this proportionality sign and bring a proportionality constant, AMDHE. But everything is in our hand. This is what is the idea we are designing. Okay, so we can design the value of this K. Let's take the K equal to 1. Although if you take any other value of K also, it doesn't affect any questions. But for simplicity, let's take K equal to 1. And in general, work can be MDHE. Okay, but not all 4 parameters are required every time. It depends on the question. Suppose I give you one scenario. Suppose I give you one scenario that suppose if M1 men, okay, if M1 men for D1 days do the same work as M2 men for D2 days. So see, there are two teams, one containing M1 men, they work for D1 days. Another one containing M2 men and they will work for D2 days. Okay. But they do the same work. What is important? They do the same work. So W1 equal to W2. And what is the W? Only men and days are given. What about the hours? If I'm telling you clearly, if nothing is mentioned, working hours per day will be of course same. Okay. Efficiency will be same because both the sides we have only men. Okay. So only M into D. Right? Only M into D. So I will write down M1 D1. Same work now. It should be equal to M2 D2. It should be equal to M2 D2. This is what is the concept of men into days. Men into days. This is the simplest case, but it can be sometimes hours also. Here men into days is constant. Here men into days is constant. Okay. Achha, suppose next I take if M1 men or generalize kar diya. Okay. For D1 days. Okay. At H1 hours daily, they do the same work. They do the same work as, okay, let me hide my picture for a moment, I think. As M2 women, suppose I take women on another side, they are working for D2 days at the rate of H2 hours daily and they do the same work. They do the same work here. So guys, here what all will be used? Number of men is given, men or women. Number of days also mentioned. Number of hours are also different. Okay. What about the efficiency? Think now logically. What about the efficiency? Men and women will have generally different efficiency, right? So you will use efficiency also. M1 D1 H1 E1 is equal to M2 D2 H2, right? But if their efficiencies are different, what is their efficiencies, dear? If their efficiencies are different, so what is their efficiency? There will be some data given to talk about the relation of their efficiency. Don't worry, there will be something to talk about their efficiencies. Okay, suppose again this was only men. Suppose if this was only men, so then you don't have to take efficiency, then only MDH, M1 D1 H1, then only M1 D1 H1 is equal to M2 D2 H2. Okay, so it all depends what is the data and story given. Now let us take up a question here. 56 men can complete a piece of work in 24 days. In how many days can 42 men complete the same piece of work? The same work is done. Okay, and what is mentioned? Only number of men. Men and men. Both the teams has men. Okay, and only number of days. There is no working hours. Okay, so only what you have to use? You have to only use M into D. You have to only use M into D. Right? M1 D1 is equal to M2 D2. Right? What is M1? 56. How many days? 56 men are working for 24 days. They will do the same job as 42 men working for how many days? In how many days can 42 men complete the same job? Can complete the same job. Okay, so just have to simplify this calculation. How much will be D2 coming up as? Cancel with 6. So 8 into 24. It cancelled with 6. Now 8 into 24 will be divided by what? Will be divided by 7. 8 into the 24 divide by 7, because sorry, already I have cancelled with 7, so this is divided by 6, so this is eventually 4, and 8 4s are 32. It's going to be B. Correct answer is B, 32. Yes, Nishu, Soumya, very correct answer. Sahil, correct answer. Deepa, correct answer. Okay, very simple question. This is the simplest of this kind. Let's go to the next question. If 25 men can do a piece of work in 36 days, working 10 hours a day, then how many men are required to complete the same work working 6 hours a day in 20 days? 25 men can do a piece of work in 36 days working 10 hours a day. And how many men are required to complete the work in 6 hours a day in 20 days? So kya mentioned है? Number of men. Then you have how many days are mentioned, and working hours. One side 10 hours a day, one side 6 hours a day. So you have to use H also. Okay, but both the side it is men and men, so no need of writing the efficiency. You just have to use that work can be taken as M into D into H. Okay, so that I can use M1 D1 H1 being equal to M2 D2 H2. First side 25 men, they are working for 36 days, 10 hours daily. Okay, then how many men are required? So suppose M2 working for how many days? 20 days and working 6 hours daily. So what is the value for M2? Okay, 36 and 6 cancelled, 6. Okay, so 25 into 6 by 27.5 into 10, 75. How many men are required? 75 men. How many men are required? 75. Correct, Sahil, Deepak, Soumya, correct answer. 75. This was again a simple one, direct one. चलते हैं next question की तरफ. A construction company ready to finish a construction work in 180 days hired 80 workers each, working 8 hours daily. After 90 days, only 2/7 of the work was completed. After 180 days is the total time required. So after 90 days, 50% work is done. Actually, 50% should be done, but only 2/7, very less. Only 2/7 of the work is done. So the work was being done very lazily or with less efficiency, or some problem was there. Okay, that is why the construction company has to complete the work on deadline. Okay, there is no escaping of that. So the construction company is going to increase the workers. How many workers are to be increased? Okay, to complete the work on time. Also, if all the workers will now work 10 hours daily, earlier they were working 8 hours. Okay, so number of working hours are also mentioned. So what is that going to be used here? What is that is going to be used here? Work will be, of course, number of men, number of days, number of hours also change, but efficiency will the same, because the same employees are there within the construction company. There is no different categories of persons. But in the first scenario, okay, यहाँ पे you don't have to equate the work. No, because the work is done different. In the first 90 days, only 2/7 of the work. In the next 90 days, 5/7 of the work should be done. Okay, it's like if I talk about first 90 days, okay, 2/7 of the work is done. if I talk about the next 90 days, if I talk about the next 90 days, I have to cover the work, I have to complete the work on time. That in the committed time is 180. So in the next 90 days, I have to do 5/7 of the work. So work is not equal. Okay, so what is that I will use here? So the first work W1 is 2/7 of a work, and that is equal to what? Use work as MDH. In the first scenario, how many workers are there? Where is the question? Sorry. Okay, in the first scenario, 80 workers were hired actually. 80 workers, M into D, 90 days into they were working 8 hours initially. In the second scenario, the work done is 5/7 of W. And that is now how many additional workers are required. That is what I have to find now. So I will write it as 80 plus X. Suppose X are the additional workers. So total workers become 80 plus X. They are again working for 90 days. And now their working hours are 10 hours daily. If all now work for 10 hours daily. Okay. So guys, from both of this equation, you can get the formula for work now. How much is the work? Okay, 80 into 90 into 8 into 7 by 2. 2/7 of the work was known. Similarly, from the next equation, again, what is the work? 80 plus X multiplied by 90 multiplied by 10, again multiplied by 7 divided by 5. Okay, so 90, 97, 7 got cancelled. I am left with 80 into 8 upon 2 is equal to 80 plus X, 90 and 7 got cancelled, into 10 divided by 5. Right, so 80 into 8, that's going 640 divided by 2, 320 is equal to twice of 80 plus X. 80 plus X is equal to 120, so, 160, so X will also be equal to 80. So how many additional workers are required? 80. How many additional workers are required? This one is a little better question. How many additional workers are required here? 80. Correct answer is 80. Any confusion? You can let me know. Correct, Sahil, correct answer. Guys, any sort of confusion, you can just let me know. Alright. Yes, Nishu, Deepak, correct answer. The idea is still the same, M into D into H, but the work in the two stories is different. First 90 days, actually 50% work should be done, but that is not done. Huh? The first 90 days, only 2/7 of the work is done, but the work has to be completed on time. So next 90 days, 5/7 of the work, whatever is left, is to be done. Okay, ji? Next question. Now again a teamwork type of question, but here men, women, boys, everybody is involved, so efficiency has to be taken. 5 men can paint a building in 20 days. Okay. 8 women can paint the same building in 25 days. 10 boys can paint it in 30 days. Acha. So what is that I have to use? First thing, I'm clearly giving you the hint in every question what to be used. Number of men, 5 men, then 8 women, then 10 boys. The number is different, so use M. Okay, men can complete the paint the building in 20 days. Women will take 25, boys will take 30. So number of days are also different. Working hours, not at all mentioned. Working hours not mentioned. So of course they will be working for same number of hours. But efficiency, men, women, boys, efficiency will be different. Efficiency will be different. Okay, so use efficiency. Acha, what is the work here? What is the work here? Paint the building. I'm telling you, work can be anything. Building something, painting something, typing something. Okay. Right. Here again I have to come to the efficiency. And to calculate efficiency, guys, from the beginning what I've been telling you, okay, you can assume the work equal to 1 unit. Whenever, especially it comes to efficiency calculation, assume work as 1 unit for simplicity. I am again telling you, if you assume to be W also, there is not going to be anything wrong. Suppose the work is W, but for simplicity, take it to be 1 unit. You will always feel simple calculations. Okay. Now the work is done by 5 men. Okay, so let me just hide myself for a moment. I'll just explain you here only. The work is done by 5 men. Okay, one by one. What is the first story? Okay, the work is done by 5 men in 20 days, and suppose the efficiency of men is even and they do 1 unit of work. They complete the work which is 1 unit. So very clearly you get the value of even. Okay, that is 1 by 100. Second story is 8 women working for 25 days with some efficiency E2, suppose they also paint the building. Okay, so they do 1 unit of work. What is the E2? 1 by 200. Third story, guys, Okay, now there are 10 boys. They will be working for 30 days. 10 boys need 30 days. And suppose the efficiency of boy is E3, and they will again complete the work, which is nothing but 1 unit. So what is their efficiency? 1 upon 300. Okay, now very clearly, dear, I hope you have understood this. Very clearly, I know the efficiency of men, women, boys. Whenever two different elements are given, you need to be aware about efficiency. Now there is a team. Now this was the individual data. Now I build a team. 2 men, 6 women, 5 boys. Now I build a team of 2 women, 6 women and 5 boys. Okay, how long will it take to paint the building? Okay, suppose it take, let the team take how much time? Let the team take D days to paint the building. Okay, again use M into D into E. Right, how many men? 2 men. Dekho, one line I will solve this question now. 2 men working for D days with efficiency E1. 6 women working together for D days. So all of them are working for D days because it's a team effort. But women efficiency will be different. 5 boys again working for D days with some efficiency E3. This is equal to total work. They do the total work, which is from the beginning assumed to be 1 unit. Okay. Now guys, simply D is common. 2 into E1, efficiency E1 is 1 by 100. All the data is there with me. Okay, 6 into E2, E2 was 1 by 200. 5 into E3, and E3 was 1 upon 300, and this is equal to 1. Okay, so D, let's take it on 300 common denominator, so it will be 2, sorry, multiplied by 3, 6, and this is to be multiplied by 1.5, so 9 plus 5 by 300, this is total equal to 1. So D is equal to 300 divided by 15 plus 5, 20, and that is 15 days is my answer. 15 days is correct. Deepak, Sayal Malik, correct answer. 15 days is my answer. This is a simple story. The total time required is 15 days. That is the option number D. That is the option number D. Required, correct? Alright guys, so you must be aware that already we have started one very special series for you, Learn with Fun, okay, which has started from 2nd April. Okay, in the previous Sunday you saw the concept of skin effect. Okay, and today is again Sunday, and today I have made one more video. So now we have started making experimental videos relevant to some of the GATE topics, so that you arouse interest in learning. And today you are going to see one more video that is made by me, that is going to be live at 7 p.m. and that is going to talk about RFID technology. Yes, the door, like the modern door locks of the hotel room, the entry and exit of vehicles, okay, the fast tag, all of these are these days monitored by RFID technology. What is that RFID technology? Okay, and how relevant it is with GATE. So it's see, this video, of course there will be one topic very relevant with GATE, that will be I'm going to describe that circuit, but more or less it can be again a very informative type of video that can arouse some interest to go through this. This is going to be live at 7 p.m. today. This is coming live at 7 p.m. tonight. Today 7 p.m. RFID technology, a small video, just go through it. Every Sunday some videos will keep bringing you, okay, just 15-20 minutes video to give you that yes, how engineering is drastically changing the work and how it is, okay, related with GATE. And also guys, the ESE mains batch, okay, has been started from 3rd of April. So all those who have qualified ESE prelims, okay, so there's a complete practice course, okay, and that is going to give you the comprehensive coverage for complete preparation. That will include live conventional practice classes, comprehensive practice test evaluation by the expert faculties, live doubt sessions, and etc. And guys, BYJU'S Exam Prep students again have outshined in the GATE examination. 13 ranks under 100, 107 students under rank 100, and 62 students under rank 50. All right guys, we just hope that you are also one of the students in the upcoming year. That's it guys. Stay subscribed to the BYJU'S Exam Prep channel to all right Vivek, yes, okay. So for me, time never matters. For me, what matters is whether this particular coverage of time and work is sufficient for NIELIT. Yes, because many of my classes even go to 1.5 hours also. So I never really look into time. I just look into the content. Okay. So if content requires 1.5, I will go. If content is the content required for NIELIT, if it is completed in 45 minutes, I don't want to unnecessarily exaggerate that 15 minutes. That is what is my idea. Okay, so better let's always talk about the content rather than the time. All right, guys. Okay, chalo guys, bye bye. Thank you. Stay safe and take care of yourself. See you in another session. Okay, NIELIT again. My NIELIT weekend special will be on next Sunday, and rest other sessions will keep continuing. So just stay subscribed. Lots of sessions will. Okay. Yes, Vivek, but now we are putting it off Sunday. So it's one class. It's one class weekend. It depends. Sometimes we have other schedules also. Lots of batches. Okay, so we have posted to Sunday, but Vivek, there will be one class every weekend. Most likely Sunday only. Okay. Hello guys. Bye bye.